Some people think that admin work is just phones, files, and calendars.
But what they don't see is the finesse, the follow-up, and the fire we bring to every task.
Where we turn chaos into calm, problems into plans, and pressure into power.
And that is why, in this moment, we are no longer just behind the scenes. We are front and center. I'm Angela Bailey, and I work in the executive office.
Hi, my name is Danielle Harris Thomas, and I am the admin assistant in the legal department.
I am Sharikia Nemhard from the JSSE department.
Hi, my name is Dolores Cummings. I work in the Regulatory and Market Oversight Division.
Hi, my name is Tashelle McFarlane, and I am in the Human Resources Department.
Hi, my name is Bernadette Oldfield Brown, and I'm with the Marketing and Communications Department.
The first thing I do is to go to my emails, and that will set the tone for the day, because sometimes you come prepared to do, a dozen other things, but based on what you find in your inbox, especially in my boss's folder, it will, I have to stop and do what I find there. And sometimes it might be simple as 1, 2, 3, something easy to do, but sometimes there might be a request in that inbox that could take a half a day, could take the entire day. So, you have to prioritize, you have to reschedule things. You come ready to do something, but you have to put those aside and, just do what needs to be done at that time.
So a typical day in my role is smooth, calm and quiet. So the legal department reviews all the legal documentations for the JC group. So it's pretty quiet. Ensure that my co-workers are attended to. They have everything they need for the day. Not much tied up with phones, and there's also the aspect of doing minutes and making documentation.
First coming in, straightening up the office. I normally post articles on the JCC website, and I go through what I have to do for the day, scheduling meetings, regular admin assistant stuff, and sometimes I do have to go out to present, share information about the department to the general public in most cases.
Well, a typical day is not usually monotonous. It's changing. So you have different aspects within HR. It could be that you're handling with staff members, staff concerns, as well as you could also be preparing for an event, a staff event, a staff engagement. You could be doing filing. It's not only filing, but you can also be scheduling interviews. You can be filing reports, doing things that contribute towards the payroll, things like that. It's not monotonous. You have different aspects within HR, and it's always changing. It's never the same.
I start my day by checking off on my to-do list, because that's very key in reminding me of the tasks that are required for the current period. There are deadlines, and we have to ensure that those deadlines are met. So we ensure that we provide support to the companies, the listed companies, by sending out reminders.
My role is a little dual because I'm doing administrative support and I'm with the Marketing and Communications Department. So it's the day of having challenges. You have your up challenges, your down, your surprise day, and your kind of calm day at times. Typical day is when to know how to shift your gears from high gear to low gear.
So for me to stay organized, it's pretty simple. I have a motivational diary that's color-coded. Color-coded pens are a must, highlighters, and my calendar that I check constantly.
Well, one thing that you must do is to prioritize your task and ensure that you meet your deadlines. You will need to have effective communication with all team members that are needed to complete your task. You should be adaptable because at any given time, your deadline can change, your priority task can change. So you need to be adaptable in that sense. And also, you need to have good management of document security, confidentiality in terms of sensitive documents, sensitive data, personal data. You need to have that sense of security and be able to maintain that type of confidentiality.
My
needed.
to-do list, my work plan is very important. I have to be organized in order for me to assist the colleagues in organizing their day and ensuring that the activities that are supposed to be done within the current period are done. So I ensure that they are reminded. I ensure that companies are reminded as well to submit those reports that are key to fulfilling the rules of the exchange.
I try to use technology to help me. So, I will use my inbox to just organize my boss's schedule. So the meetings are there. I will use checklists to help me to, stay on top of things. I make notes to myself sometimes. I set reminders on my phone so that I don't forget things. And I have a little book that I keep that I note everything in, and I keep checking off as I do the things that needs to be done. So that way I kind of keep myself organized. And I also try to know what is critical, what is priority, and just try to prioritize everything as it is needed, so that there is no bundling, there's no follow-up, there's nothing that needs to be done is get left behind, but everything is streamlined and done well.
One thing I do know is that I have to make sure that I use the reminder tools. I love to do my checklist. And so those are the things that help me to keep organized. But because it's so fast paced, I have to make sure that, you don't get bogged down by some of the things and you don't get overwhelmed. So what you try to do is prioritize as best as you can.
Well, I'm typically very organized. So therefore, what I do is I list things based on the urgency, and I take care of what is needed the earliest first. So that's how I keep everything organized.
I believe that persons see us as AIs. We are limited as human beings, and so we are not able to do what an AI can do. Our profession requires us to multitask. So persons might think that we are supposed to be able to do that at all times within a short space of time, and we are limited, as I said, as humans. So I think that persons might see us as robots, and we are not.
That all that we do is answer phone.
We just answer the phone.
That we're all tied up with answering phones.
We do a lot more than just answering the phone, planning meetings, taking minutes. It has a lot more. So the misconception that they have, it is not true. We do a lot more than that. You have to do strategical thinking, critical thinking. You have to be on your feet. You have to be quick at it, especially if you also manage a person's portfolio. Yeah, so it's a lot more than just answering the phone and basic work.
I think an admin professional is really a strategic partner to the boss, because you keep the boss grounded, you keep the boss focused, you understand the strategic goals of the organization, and you help the entire team to work towards achieving those goals.
We have a lot more complex tasks. We are trusted to manage schedules. We are required to sometimes plan projects and events. We might even assist with budgeting in some areas. We might also be required to assist with communication and problem solving, which will require strong interpersonal skills to be able to relate to the situation and the persons involved. And overall, I think that administrative professionals are vital to the smooth operation of an organization.
It is not the easiest job, because I've been told that it is simply assisting. It's not the easiest job because there are days, you probably make a mistake and it causes a big problem. So being meticulous is really a part of the job description. You have to be careful, you have to comb through every detail of everything that you send out, because you're interacting with a lot of persons.
Doing paperwork, filing, and documentation, but we're actually just ninjas behind the scenes, making sure that everything is running smoothly. You can just call us the superheroes of the department.
It's a good role and it helps you to grow, and it also helps you to develop yourself. It also gets you to meet people and it keeps you on your edge. Time management, prioritizing, it keeps you on your toe. So don't underestimate it, and it's a good profession once you come in and you maintain professionalism and efficiency.
To stamp your work with excellence. Whatever you do, no matter how small it is, make sure it is done and it is done well, because it's the little things that lead to big things. Also, I would say to them to stay curious, always learning and growing, and that will help you to achieve the goals that you want
To stay positive, stay kind, and to just always wear a smile. Some days it will get rough, but if you are very passionate about it, as long as you're positive, you'll always get through the day.
Perseverance. You have to be strong-willed, know what you want. Therefore, if you get criticized or somebody has a mean comment, you're able to take it and improve where you fell short.
They should be prepared to learn a whole lot of things because the area is so wide. And also, I would say that they should also be prepared to unlearn. So one procedure that you would have learned in one area may be totally different in another area.
Young professionals would need to have proper time management skills to meet your deadline, know how to prioritize what you need to do and complete it within that given time frame. Also, you would need to foster strong relationships, healthy relationships with your colleagues, with your co-workers, with your supervisors, with your clients, so that they are comfortable in coming to you with their situations that they'll need assistance with. They'll be comfortable to approach you.